Welcome to Global North. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The South China Sea is a vital artery for global trade, serving as a crucial passageway for goods, energy supplies, and raw materials that connect Asia with the rest of the world. But beyond its economic significance, it has become a hotspot for international tension, where the interests of powerful nations collide. Trillions of dollars in commerce pass through these waters each year, making the region indispensable to the global economy and the livelihoods of millions. However, overlapping territorial claims, most notably China's expansive Nine-Dash Line, have transformed the South China Sea into one of the world's most fiercely contested regions, fueling disputes and diplomatic standoffs. Militarization is rampant here. Nations are rapidly building up their naval fleets, constructing artificial islands equipped with airstrips and radar systems, and engaging in increasingly aggressive patrols and maneuvers to assert their claims, pushing the region ever closer to the brink of confrontation and raising the risk of accidental clashes. The Philippines, once cautious in its approach, is now actively strengthening its alliance with the United States and forging new security partnerships with regional and global allies to better defend its maritime rights and sovereignty. Manila's growing assertiveness is reshaping the geopolitical landscape, directly challenging the dominance of larger powers and advocating for a rules-based international order that upholds freedom of navigation and peaceful resolution of disputes. These bold moves demonstrate that even smaller nations, when united and determined, can influence the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific and help shape the future of the region. In the South China Sea, fishing fleets have become powerful tools of state power, far more than just groups of people seeking their daily catch. These vessels are now at the center of a high-stakes geopolitical struggle, where every boat on the water can represent a nation's interests. The line between civilian and military action is increasingly blurred as fishing boats operate alongside Coast Guard and naval ships, sometimes even carrying armed personnel themselves. China's maritime militia swarms these contested waters, using sheer numbers to intimidate rivals and establish a constant presence. This allows China to assert control and push boundaries without resorting to open conflict, making their actions difficult to counter directly. This tactic creates a state of constant low-level coercion, making it nearly impossible to distinguish between innocent fishing and deliberate state aggression. The uncertainty keeps tensions high and complicates any response. Filipino fishers, who once felt secure in their ancestral fishing grounds, now face daily harassment and displacement. Many are forced to abandon their traditional livelihoods, losing not just income, but also a vital part of their cultural heritage and identity. The weaponization of fishing fleets undermines international maritime law and threatens regional stability. It presents a complex challenge that conventional military responses can't easily solve, as the conflict plays out in a legal and diplomatic gray zone. In response, the Philippines is leading efforts to counter these tactics, building coalitions with international partners and enhancing maritime domain awareness to better protect its waters and people. This is a new kind of conflict, one fought as much with fishing boats as with warships, where the front lines are drawn not just by navies, but by the everyday people who depend on the sea. As nations compete for control, the South China Sea's environment is collapsing. Fish stocks have plummeted, threatening food security for millions. Coral reefs, vital to marine life, are being destroyed by dredging, island building, and destructive fishing, especially by China. With budgets diverted to military buildup, conservation is neglected, and the region's ecological crisis deepens. The loss of reefs and fisheries fuels poverty and instability, making environmental destruction a security threat. Nationalist rivalries have eroded any sense of shared responsibility, leaving the sea's future in jeopardy. The ongoing struggle is creating a vicious cycle. Conflict breeds environmental ruin, which in turn breeds more conflict. Alarmed by China's assertiveness, the Philippines has revitalized its alliance with the United States. Under President Marcos Jr., Manila has pivoted back to its traditional security partner, prioritizing sovereignty over economic ties with China. Joint military exercises like Balikatan now focus on external defense, involving allies such as Australia and Japan. This shift marks a move from balancing powers to building a credible deterrent against aggression. The alliance is now a central pillar of regional security, with the Philippines playing a more assertive role. Manila's recalibration is challenging China's dominance and reshaping the Indo-Pacific's power dynamics. The U.S. has significantly expanded its military access across the Philippines in recent years, transforming Manila into a crucial frontline state in the Indo-Pacific region. This expansion is not just about military presence. It's about positioning the Philippines as a central hub for U.S. operations and influence in Asia. Strategic bases located near vital sea lanes now give the U.S. and its allies the ability to closely monitor maritime activity and respond rapidly to any regional developments or emerging threats. These bases are essential for maintaining a watchful eye over the South China Sea, a hotspot for territorial disputes and military maneuvering. This gatekeeper role is central to America's evolving strategy of integrated deterrence, which aims to build a resilient network of partnerships and military capabilities to discourage aggression and maintain stability throughout the region. Manila's willingness to host U.S. forces signals its strong commitment to defending its own sovereignty, while also supporting the broader goal of upholding a free and open Indo-Pacific for all nations. The Philippines is now an active participant in shaping the regional order. No longer just a bystander, but a key player in diplomatic and security initiatives that affect the entire Asia-Pacific. This deeper integration with the U.S. shifts the balance of power in the region, offering both enhanced security benefits and introducing new risks and responsibilities for Manila. Ultimately, Manila's strategic choices highlight the archipelago's enduring importance in the unfolding great power competition, shaping the future of security and stability in the Indo-Pacific. India has entered the South China Sea security equation, expanding its strategic reach. A recent Indian Naval Task Force visit to the Philippines, including joint exercises, signals a deepening partnership. India's presence demonstrates solidarity with Manila and a commitment to upholding international law. Advanced Indian maritime surveillance capabilities help the Philippines monitor contested waters, adding deterrence. India's growing engagement diversifies the coalition, countering unilateral moves by China. This complicates Beijing's calculations and strengthens Southeast Asian nations' positions. The Philippines is now at the forefront of a new era in the South China Sea, anchoring its security in a U.S.-led framework. Expanded base access and joint exercises are building a credible deterrent, but come as the region faces an environmental crisis. The collapse of marine ecosystems threatens stability, yet hard security remains the focus. India's naval involvement and new partnerships with Japan and Australia are creating a more balanced Indo-Pacific. This coalition offers smaller nations greater strategic space and counters coercion. Manila's bold strategy is reshaping the region, moving from vulnerability to proactive leadership. The path is risky, but the Philippines is laying the groundwork for a more stable, rules-based order.